legs and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
What makes it so modern?
It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here. These forces of future have chosen to pick something that reminds you of you.
Have you seen this symbol before? Point?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
Okay, what is junior delinquency?
For Revachol ZOC, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law.
The law.
These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams.
What is suggestive of junior delinquency here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
I agree, it's very modern, but does the cherry guy not know he's dead, or does the dead guy not care that he is? What is the source of the irony here?
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
Try to peel off the sticker without ripping it.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Put the sticker on your ledger right on the cover.
Voila! Looks very modern. You're part of the Future Brigade now, and so is your formerly humdrum ledger. Neon, baby.
Open the padlock with the key.
The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
Pull the doors.
As you do, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial area. Its black halls and dusty machines. Then the feeling passes. A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, should I pick up something like the Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center? I mean, this the research time. This is so slow that it feels like it's not going to be like a very cool thing. I feel like anytime the research time is low, it means it's not going to be super interesting. Maybe I should grab Sorry Cop, honestly. I feel like a Sorry Cop. Where is Codex Ida? I don't wanna like have everyone be like, no, you should grab this one. No, grab that one. No, this one's the best one. I mean, this one was interesting because it's like it's so long. I don't know if I'm supposed to. No, don't spoil things. Oh, the other spoilers with the spoiler. I can also pick up like a skill. I think I'm gonna grab Sorry Cop, honestly. Good, we're gonna be a Sorry Cop. Alright, speaking of min-maxing and being the chief of it, I'm gonna quickly BRB, make myself some breakfast, and when I come back we will play some more video games. Probably take like 5 minutes or something. Alright, my food is ready in 8 minutos, everyone. A strange feeling fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Sounds good. This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Feels like it's trying to become one with the church. Oh, crap, what is this? More of the fork lightning pattern is outside. Bark beetles? No, it looks intentional, some long forgotten style. Oh my god, what is this? Active thoughts alter dialogue options, that's cool. The blackboard is filled with complex equations, they look recent. Two decks of reel-to-reel tape spinning on empty. A portable Harman Woshi tape recorder? Someone siphoning electric currents from outside into this antenna. Find out the tutorial 6
The
years in.
machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
I've just never seen this before. Like, I've never seen this goddamn menu before.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
I thought it was like a glitchy texture or something. He seems cautious around the machine.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yeah, but this machine looks just like the one in the doomed commercial area.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
He inspects the framework, careful not to touch anything.
The one you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the Ream Prefect, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Fell mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer. The Ream Prefect is the governmental version of the commonly used Ream Civic model. Although mostly based on the same technology, the Ream Prefect is equipped with better noise attenuation circuits.
Wait, let me just investigate it. Step behind the computer.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Diamond-shaped? Look inside the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater.
Play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good evening. Votre accident en Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
This is a human interface. A retired person sitting behind a switchboard somewhere.
What's the personal log?
The filament you have inserted into the core.
You mean the glowing thing with the tape on it says log February March?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Is this the personal log?
Yeah.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
Password. I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
The hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Received. I will register this login attempt. Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Sleep well.
The machine's keyboard.
Okay, we gotta find a password. The bowl is filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it. Feels like there's something above you watching you from the dark.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums, you can hardly hear your own breathing.
Stomp your feet and yell as loud as you can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
Stomp your feet and clap your hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Kim, what's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Because you're standing between these discs?
Can you hear anything?
Not really, but it's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable
Hey,
he is.
what if it's something paranatural?
Please, detective, not this again.
He's trying to act dismissive, but at this particular moment, he's more open than usual to the idea of paranatural phenomena.
Look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Okay, so the implication here, if this is a red check, so it can't be retried, does that mean that I can still try it again if I don't choose it now? Because otherwise I'll do it. Does anyone know? Like, if there's a check and there's a red check, does that mean that, like, if I choose this option, I can just try again if I put some perception shit on? Hello, Mr. Endaline, which monsters actually taste good? Are there any? That was a good clip. What if I don't want to know what's up there?
The silence, the darkness, they've enveloped you as relax.
Oh.
It'll be okay.
Well, wish I could put my perception clothes on, but...
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
What's the darkness like?
Filled with vague shapes of woodwork. The sense of a great height.
How are you today, Mr. Shortshorrible Fungus?
It's like you see your own face reflected back at you in the vanishing geometry. A strange, alien image that's supposed to be you.
My food is on. I'll be back in another couple of minutes. I'm doing well, I just got off work. Nice. That's pretty coolio. Don Julio, Mr. Schoolio. Try to make out something, anything.
There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented as you see dark and more dark rising.
Officer, what are you looking at?
Close your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is that you are seeing. Blink.
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Sure, what could possibly go wrong?
Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently. The Crab Man.
Hey, who's there?
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be all right. You come to the right place.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in Jamrock. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Revachol.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
Yeah, I guess I have a bit of a problem, and it's been getting out of hand lately, but,
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
oh, I'm very in touch with my suffering.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
If the lieutenant agrees, then maybe, just maybe, you should pay attention.
Fuck you, Crabman! You don't tell us what to do! Tell him!
Just high? Who do you think you are? Some crazy guy under the roof? What is this shit?
It doesn't matter who I am, Way. I'm just bringing you the message of the mother's love. She don't want you to hang yourself on your own stubbornness. This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
This Mother of Silence sounds like a serious player. You might want to be careful until you find out what you're dealing with.
You know where the other spooker is? Point out the strange machines around you.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Yeah, so there is another person living in the church, and it's a Vegeta.
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
And you don't know where she is?
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
You've got nothing else to tell me. How she looks, what she does, who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
Have you any chance heard the Vegeta say the password to her radio computer?
too many times, Essay. You need it for something.
No need to overdo it. He won't mind sharing it with you.
I don't know what this means. What am I... Honestly, I just want to break into a radio computer, see what's on it.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death.
Ooh.
That is true. But what comes after death?
What you think of that? Makes me almost pity la niñita pequeña when I hear it.
You must be the crab man.
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
Hey, it's your neighbors who, to be fair, it's really more like a spider.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
What were you before you became a crab man?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
Jake read, so many people losing their memory, a certain portent of doom.
Nah, Ese, it's not like that. Best thing that could happen to you, losing your memory.
Do you remember your name, sir?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information. He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation.
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
I don't do names either. Names are out. I don't care what mine is.
That's not quite right, but you're getting somewhere. Any one of us could have been anything else. We are all one who sing the mother's glory.
What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there, a way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Who's this mother of silence we keep talking about?
Oh, that's no simple question, Ese. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
What will happen once you drink from this perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
I still don't understand what you're doing in the church. How did you even find this place, this church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me.
You sure didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
I guess you have a point. Faith is kind of a drug.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
I think love might have been my drug of choice, and I think I'm still hungover from it.
She took you for a good spin, huh? Don't worry, bro. That love is but a drop compared to the ocean of the mother's love. The mother will eat all of you and never spit you out.
I guess you have a point.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
I still don't understand what you're doing in the church.
I know. I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
You just think for me, the superstar cop. Point your thumbs at yourself.
I ain't from no Marietti, if that's what you're thinking. And the song I sing is silent as the mother.
Marietti is a mesque style of music and dance, commonly seen at all manner of festivities, especially weddings. It's delightfully quaint, owing to its peasant origins.
Right, I had another question.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
It's been a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
Did you witness it?
Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Could it be that he just doesn't want to discuss a police raid with another police officer?
One second. Just out of curiosity, where does reacting fit into the new schedule? I haven't really decided yet. It's one of those things that I was thinking about. Like, I think we'll probably do it on Saturdays and Sundays because that makes more sense. But I haven't decided. I kind of forgot about it. The thing about Saturdays and Sundays, I used to have like maybe some leftover like pizza or something to eat, so it's like it works really nice for that. So I could have been doing a small react stream right now, I guess. But I wasn't really sure like what would fit the best. I mean the big thing is that pizza boy. The big thing is that I'll be like I have to like make food myself on for breakfast, of course, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I haven't decided. I think I'm probably gonna do it on weekends. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow because I think I'm having pizza tonight. Probably gonna be the plan at least. I feel like that probably makes more sense. Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside? Right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
Oh, Dwallius asked that a while ago. I wasn't paying attention to chat. I just saw Jason's message is 250 and Dwallius is 340. Is Dwallius even listening still? I was too busy eating and like answering the questions. Hey, Fuzzbag man. What's up? How are you doing?
Hi there, mister.
Hi there, mister. Wait, do they have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
I just got home from work. Nice. If Dwallius didn't hear my answer, someone just tell him, okay? Say it's probably going to be Saturdays and Sundays. The next time you guys talk to Dwallius, let him know. What do you think about about the nightclub that is?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
I'll tell Dusty. No, don't do that.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Okay then.
I think we're done here, S.A.
Fear crawls off into the darkness.
That
above.
was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
A flat panel glass, colorful. Did your max health go up? I took drugs. So it's only up a little bit because I took drugs. Ross has drawn flowers in the glass, obscuring the view. This huge red scarf is still dusty from lying in the church. A subtle red-on-red embroidery embellished it with cocky roosters and masked floration motifs. Plus on paint threshold, bangers don't cry. Oh, drugs would recommend a pro to children, just like gambling. That seems a bit too much for me, man. I don't know. I don't think you should promote drugs to children. I mean, the gambling is harmless, you know. Like nothing bad can happen with the gambling, but a spider has spun its web around this wood-carved pillar. I can't believe I got a 25 real bribe. But good drugs give you 50% more max HP. Very nice. Yeah, but I also lost one. I lost one morale for it temporarily. These dapper snakeskin shoes have an almost invisible white-on-white flower motif sewn on the tongue. The toe caps are still dusty from lying in the church. And plus empathy in someone else's shoes. Plus one empathy because you're in someone else's shoes. Look at him. Oh. Oh, interesting. I thought we were like upstairs here.
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad, a dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day.
Damn.
Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
Kneel.
Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass.
Close your eyes first.
The world is silent, but for the creaks and cracks of the massive wooden structure behind you. It covers you from the wind outside. In the darkness, you sense her eyes on you, inspecting you with their multicolored glass, as if you're a bug under a microscope.
Open your eyes.
The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive.
That's me.
You.
It's morning.
As that terrible word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder.
Do the same as you get up.
Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
How did I know this is the mother of humanism?
Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived.
I get the multicolored glass, he must get the multicolored glass.
No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
I get the depression, he must get the depression. I get an alcoholism he cannot afford. Great success. Wait, what exactly is an innocence? I've read a book, but it was fuzzy. Well, let's get a recap again. If I remember, innocence are super important people that have been like raised up above other people, and they've like created ages, something like that.
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit.
The tyrant?
In a way, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built from the ground up to accommodate an authentic rule should it coincide with our time.
I am innocence.
An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. An innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office.
Is one in office now?
No, we are alone.
Okay, when did she rule?
300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Endaline, by explorers from the continent of Muindi. She is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and
Hey,
the
mister.
connected world.
Ah, there, mister. What's up, Cashew? Hydration check, thank you so much. What else I want to know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene la Navigateur, Queen of Suresnes, modern-day Sir La Clé. Also, that she was gorgeous beyond beauty.
Just hook up, no makeup. Nice. I wonder if the implication with the statement is that before like the pale, is the pale like different? Holy crap! Why is it so warm right here? Oh, this thing is super hot. I like put my face over here and like the degrees went up by an insane amount. Jesus Christ! Grab a little brush, put on a little makeup. Wake up! Super hot. We're just mentioning all the references right now, huh? So for people that don't know about this Elysium, the idea is that the world is made up of like areas, like a continent or whatever, And between each continent, there's the Pale, which is just nothing. It's literally just nothing, just like endless nothing, essentially. I think it's white, like white nothing. That's why it's called the Pale. And they can traverse the Pale with airships, so they just fly through the Pale. But you get like some sort of like radiation poisoning or something like that when you travel, like a form of radiation poisoning, I guess. Final Fantasy XIV reference, yeah, true. And the idea is that they think like the world is flat for some reason as well. So I'm wondering if it's the implication here that like a thick colorless fog. What about a thick colorless frog? I wonder if there is the idea here that before Innocence, not before Dolores Day, they couldn't like traverse the worlds together, like the worlds were all separate. So could this be like the worlds exist in like different dimensions or something?
Draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed?
Yes! Big bummer! Boring history! Gonna keep it light, man! Keep it moving! Get fucked up instead!
Where's this coming from?
The past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting. You should keep away.
Fuck this pain, Bratan! It's unhealthy!
At high levels, Inland Empire animates the inanimate. You'll have conversation with your clothing, conversation that may change the course of the investigation if you're not thrown in the loony bin first. With low Inland Empire, however, you'll be void of imagination. Okay. Game is the part where you got a talking neck. No, that's been there from the start of the game. This is like the first thing we encountered.
No, you must know.
My talking necktie made me buy a 98.5% alcohol bottle, and he said he would tell me when to use it. He was like, "I'll tell you. Just wait for my signal." Okay, what else? Was she smart?
Terribly, women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state, a scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous.
How come?
It was on her advice that Irene Le Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest.
Head over heels? Wait a minute, isn't that just a normal standing posture? Well, I think head over heels. What does that actually mean? What does head over heels mean? Turning over completely in forward motion as in a somersault. There you go, it's a somersault.
Bystanders reported
Oh, no?
golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Real Belt.
I want more.
As did we all. The lands of the Mesk and the
Never mind,
Occident,
it makes
and
sense.
even faraway Supremawindi, altogether 21 of the 40 Mundial nations of the time, immediately accepted Innocentic rule, even before her crowning. In a city called Advesperaskit in Vesper Messina, her homeland, the name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning, with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky.
This world feels so like intricate and well designed. It really feels like it reminds me of like Lord of the Rings or like Wheel of Time or something, where it feels like there's so much building into the world that it feels like this dude did like 20 years of world building before he wrote the story. I mean, obviously you don't have to actually do that. You could just make things up as you go, which is very, very possible. But I'm left like I don't know how far this game is gonna take the story. Of course, I don't know how, like what the game is gonna be all about at the end. Because obviously, I don't think it's gonna be about a police investigation. But this feels like the type of stuff where it's like I would love for there to be it almost feels like I would expect more stories in this world, or like like books or something. And I guess I can kind of see why people are upset about the what happened with the game afterwards. Like, I didn't really care before, but now I kind of get it, I guess. Did you end up saying what's happening to directing? Oh yeah, sorry, Dualis. I'm sorry. I answered your question like 10 minutes afterwards. I was too locked into eating and reading the dialogue. I think I'm gonna do react streams on Saturdays and Sundays. I haven't decided yet though. I think I'm gonna move to Saturdays and Sundays because that's when I usually have like leftover food or whatever. Like tomorrow, I'll probably have some leftover pizza, so I'll just eat some pizza while we watch something. That's probably gonna be the plan. I feel like that probably works best for because people that have recommended videos can probably watch them on Saturdays and Sundays because the schedule hasn't changed for those days. While people might not be able to on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I just feel like that probably makes more overall sense for me at least, unless people like vehemently disagree. Oh, hi, Dualis. I was told to forward you a message of Dossie. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. Yeah, we'll probably do it on Saturdays and Sundays. Why is it a sad cat thumbs up?
She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza with the crowd far away. Already, her Theriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt.
There's no happy cat thumbs up, okay. The white dossier of death, my time has come. So we probably would have like react like an hour ago. Like that's usually when I make food, so like an hour ago from now. About an hour into, like 2 hours into stream. Makes sense. It must have been beautiful.
Oh yes, she looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect mother, insultingly beautiful. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers. You know this well, very well. Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by secret servicemen.
We'll never get to see your big pile of Burger King again, though. So sad. I had Burger King yesterday. But yeah. I mean, the variety in food is gonna be next to zero. It's gonna be me eating some almost 99% bread, probably. So the variety in food that's gone down. It's gonna go down significantly. But my ability to actually react to the content is probably gonna go up. So I mean, there's a little bit of a give and take, I guess. Are you becoming a bread man? I usually eat bread for breakfast. Yeah. Bread boy, bread boy.
One of the men in this secret service killed her 22 years later,
What the hell?
a young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely human, but something else.
What?
Something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves. The man was reported to have screamed at the innocents.
An interesting thing about the narrative, and listen, I'm not a good narrative analyst, okay? But I think an interesting concept that has kind of been brought up sometimes is the idea of how thoughts and conceptualization, which is a skill in this game, seems to have some sort, maybe a bit of like an ability to form reality a little bit. I'm an analyst. I can't go to Yemen. And I wonder if that's like the implication with this too, like the idea that, like, you know, whether or not we don't even know this is true. This is just history, right? But the implication to me with this would be like, maybe there are greater beings in this world that expected something from us. They expected us to come up with some ideas, and when we couldn't come up with them, they got impatient and they did it instead. But it was supposed to be our job. We were supposed to do that, right? Like maybe these areas are collective consciousnesses, right? Like that we travel through the pale to get between, and maybe we were supposed to like figure that out ourselves.
Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes. This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology.
Was there something terrifying about her?
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But terrifying, it's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her.
No, no. Was there something bad about her? I want to know.
You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day. Constantly surrounded by her terriers.
Terriers?
She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs. The Mesk state tried to detach itself from innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacentic, mare interregnum. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her. This subtle terror is part of her iconography.
Lieutenant Yefreiter, you've stood there for over 5 minutes.
The lieutenant's calm voice echoes in the cold air of the church.
What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
Is somehow connected to the case.
She's been dead for 300 years. I am almost 1,000% certain she isn't connected to the case.
God damn it, I saw the bottom marshmallows yell. It was a yell war criminal.
None of this is, in fact. This church, the coast, this isn't a good place to get lost in.
This is Dolores Day.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the Delorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records.
You know what? When I level up, I think I'll grab the Dolores Day thing.
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Ravachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
What else do you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them, the 7 sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else, perhaps?
Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of DeLoreanism? A pang of guilt? The lieutenant is leaving something out.
Do you know why it was abandoned?
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here.
Who conducted this raid?
Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I can't be sure.
You're not sure?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
I guess I could have been here.
I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. It was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything about it, why it was conducted or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
If I was here, I should find out what I was doing.
Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
Tim, are you a follower of DeLoreanism?
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin.
Struck your chin first.
The woman looks by in silence, smiling enigmatically.
I don't like her. She was like a lever. I didn't think you were spiritual.
It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The DeLorean system does not demand faith, only accordance.
I need visual calculus. I'm starting to get a lot of clothes.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious
Hi.
and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack runs across the length of her body, her face oval and
Average
sad.
chance.
The shards glimmer in the dark. You see little pearls of light on the edges of the crack that splits the female figure. Something was written there. Remains of broken letters line the emulsion. What it said, you do not know.
It looks like this game would need a clothes sorting system by stat type, or it would be nice if I could just be like, click like a If I was gonna read this on UI, maybe have like buttons over here for all of these, or even like if I click this and then go over here, it like highlights the clothes that give you bonuses or negatives to it. But it's not a super big a deal though. I was my character in Wasteland 3, alcoholic cowboy couture. Yeah, he has like a fishnet stocking, a mesh tank top stocking on. Sorry, he has this crazy necktie. He's wearing a cowboy hat. He has super armor boots and shoes on. He's holding a plastic bag that he collects bottles in, and he has his ledger in the other hand.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print
E5000, yeah,
buttons.
or 500, yeah.
The speaker
Good evening. Votre accident en Saint-Brune. Good. Please repeat
Afterlife
password.
death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
The filament.
Votre accident Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Okay, should I pick up? I think I like the Dolores Day stuff. It's interesting. Which one is the Dolores Day one? I don't think I have that one yet, right? Or do I? Did I already pick up the Dolores Day thing? Is this Kingdom of Conscious? The ideals of the Lord and humanism are reinstating themselves. How can they not? These are the ideas of coalition. Yeah, this is the one, right? Yeah, let's do Kingdom of Consciousness. Eccentricism, yeah, but that's the Dolores Day stuff, though, right? I mean, here's the thing: I haven't really chosen any path yet, though, right? Like, if I choose centrism, will that make me a centrist? Like, will I have to choose centrist options? Because I kind of like just being nowhere. But I also really like the Dolores Day stuff. Is really interesting. You will stop being perceived as fascist. Oh, that sounds great. I don't want to be a fascist. Why am I perceived as fascist? What did I do for that? Is it because I keep yelling that I'm the law? Porter's accident sounds familiar. It was your first unlock. Oh.
The company on whose name the terminal you're currently using has been registered to.
Just being a policeman is enough. I can see that. Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
I mean, I picked some meme fascist options at the start, but I didn't know that that would permanently make people think I'm a fascist.
Fortress Accident SCS produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
Oh.
That's not bad.
Wow, so conceptual.
I wouldn't know. I'm only here for passwords.
And what's that, this interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
What are you, a machine or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are paranoid.
Yvonne, my partner tells me that you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid.
They're merely cautious. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian Station.
Doesn't it get lonely? Sitting there all by herself?
Does it get lonely doing this job?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk all day to people like you over a warm cup of tea.
It seems like a nice job.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can sleep well.
The machine's keyboard is...
Print.
The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Read the printout.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
This log might be connected to the case.
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
Read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity.
Read the third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would you need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
He steps on a wire running on the ground, inspecting up to this booth. Read the fourth entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. Artists, yet again. Harassing citizens, stealing badges, occupying public spaces with installations, like the one here. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
A data loss?
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Artists, programmers, Lexi, who are all these people?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
Read the fifth entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder.
Murder.
Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
Read the sixth entry.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
The lieutenant looks to his right towards the silence. Read the seventh entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be? Look at the water basins behind you.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
Read the eighth entry.
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work.
She must be describing a cell.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
The ninth entry.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles, crackers, ping energy drinks, water, toothpaste, gum. Also some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Suna, the programmer.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
You can listen to as you hold down the off button for 0 seconds, the machine reboots.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We're not just breaking in, I'm pursuing a mysterious lead, searching for my lost identity.
You won't find any answers from here.
Barely yourself from a keyboard, you hear the machine whir back to life.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
I kinda wanna get him out of here with the body before 9 o'clock, because I'm worried 9 o'clock is like a cutoff time. Maybe we can talk to her tomorrow. Oh, we gotta go to that, oh, I should probably bring Kim with that. All the other Kims with the pumped up fists. She's still outside this late at night? Jesus.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels.
So you talked to my associates, right?
I'll help you.
Are you going to help us?
I'll help you, alright?
Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? We've been waiting for weeks here.
The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
She's less prone to blurt it out, crab man, than the others.
Well, we'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Like a crab, you say?
No, I saw him. I saw the crab man.
You saw him? Does it mean that you went in there? Did you see the other spooker, the one in Grandma's clothes?
I did see them both, yes.
Good, so you believe me. You should go tell this to Andre. He'll know what to do next.
I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
What about you? Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
Ah, okay, I'll ask you later about this.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Okay, let's go see if we can, first of all, I still don't know how fast travel works in this game. It told me I unlocked fast travel, but... I'm not sure how you fast travel. Blast is not yours, you didn't crash every MC in Ravashol, hopefully. Kim Kitsuragi. Oh.
The surrounding blaze of the electric lights makes the white-on-blue police livery of the motor carriage seem beautifully ominous.
Wait, why am I thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. This is a Caprice Canema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series. With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Canema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds, and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers
I don't know
an
enough
hour.
about cars, but that sounds impressive. Would it, won't it roll over in the first sharp corner?
The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Canema effectively a mobile power plant.
This tech talk is really rubbing me the right way here.
Due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Point to the vehicle. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
Was it back in there? Point to the engine.
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
That's what, rub your chin? A 7-liter V12? Let out a whistle. Mama's serving some serious macaroni.
You lost me there.
Oh god. I didn't mean to click it, I just got lost in the beam. 130 kilowatts is a lot of power, Kim.
The Kinema is fast. Feels right at home on the raised motor track. Hard to find something that could overtake it.
Armel Ryu Supersonique, a racing motorbike for the road, could probably do it.
107.2.
I reckon that
7.2. Supercharged.
The Tat is trying to suppress a smug smile unsuccessfully.
saying these words brings him immense joy.
What's in there? What in there made the infernal whining sound that woke me?
You mean the coil noise?
What is coil noise?
When variable current passes through wires that make up the coils on the electrical system on this machine, it causes vibration in the wires and the cores of the coils. When the frequency of the current in the coils falls within the audible range, the resulting vibration creates the whiny sound you mentioned.
Whatever you do, don't make fun of the lieutenant for explaining this to you.
Wow, how do you know all that?
I have pretty much maintained my vehicles by myself ever since one was assigned to me. You inevitably pick up some knowledge on the way.
There's pride in there. A trained driver knows his ride.
I'm glad Kim explained this to me because I think my GPU has some coil whine that I've been annoyed by now recently. So now I understand how it works. A fine machine, run your hand over the smooth metal surface.
Yes, an extraordinary machine.
It's a bit girly right now. Fit it with some proper off-road components.
With a winch and mud tires, we could take it off the beaten path, Kim.
We are not going to, though, because this is clearly a sports motor carriage.
Okay, let's move on. One day I'll make it up to the roof. One day. One day or another, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Let's bag him, Kim. Take him away.
All right.
He takes out a shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic over that man's
I will
face.
need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Bag the corpse and drag it to the motor carriage. All by myself, I wanna be. Why can't I do this again?
There are 8 pairs. You won't get far without a lieutenant here to bounce thoughts off of.
Oh.
Where could he be right now? The asphalt passing underneath the front wheels of his motor carriage at a high speed.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't...
I don't think Kuno's one of the first people you encounter in this game. Like that's like the that like sets the tone for everything. You're not buying trousers? Should I? I mean, they seem pretty expensive. I don't think I need them, but if you want me to, I'll do it. I'm also planning to buy all the dice.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Can I order another die?
I'm sorry. I'm a bit overloaded just now, so I can only produce 1 die per customer.
Oh, okay. If you recommend I buy the trouser, right, I will. I'll do it.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering.
Oh. I should shovel that until Kim is back. I guess I can just sell them if I don't need them, huh? It's not a total loss of money, and it also gives me XP.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad?
I want to buy
Kuno
the
doesn't give
foam
a
pants.
fuck. Here, pig. We're fun now. Performance buddies.
Kuno unzips his jacket and again pulls the pants out of the plastic wrapping.
Kuno could already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt. Kuno doesn't...
Yeah, since you have no need to save money, then yeah, I mean, but there's some other stuff I could buy too, though. I don't need composure on this character, that's like the last thing I need.
Die before I squeal, pig.
You there behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Okay, I guess I'll just run over and try to progress it to night on the other side and see like what's different over there at night. I'll deliver the tracksuit to the guy for sure. Oh, maybe I can, I mean, I've been up the coast now, maybe I can talk to her. And Kim isn't here, so I don't have that negative either.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The
Don't
wind
know
is
the
turning
good
southeast.
spots yet.
What's on your mind, officer?
What kind of disc is this? It's the Elysium kind. Hello, Sergeant. That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way. Point to the sunken vehicle.
Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
It's a sign of the carnage to come, the great culling. It's an installation. Very conceptual.
An installation? Us poor people are stupid and don't get installations. All I see is a heap of trash. This actually calls for a funeral, I think.
You are suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
What an odd thought. Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Life world. Someone's been reading up on last century Gotvaldian philosophers.
I've done Communist Run
Play cool
and
now.
Incel Run, both are hilarious. I'm doing a chaotic crazy man run. I'm not doing the chaotic lunatic run. I'm in, but organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake?
I pick the most deranged, sad options every opportunity I get. If it sounds deranged or sad, then I pick it.
Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
It's a pity we don't do more frivolous activities like rejuvenating the doomed commercial area or...
I understand, believe me. I really do. I think about all the frivolous side activities I could be doing every time I go out there with my nets. But daydreaming is a rich man's game. At sea, you can't afford to be careless and dream. Anyway, what are we talking about here again?
I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh? Who? Well, how can I assist?
Okay.
Cop of the apocalypse.
Hell yeah.
It's not fire. It's not ash. There will most certainly be a sea of corpses leading up to the event. But it won't be war or pestilence that causes it. Oh no. The event will belong to a genre of cataclysm no man has dared to suspect would ever come to pass. You can only sense the shape of it, like a cavity, a pit opening up in your stomach, a throat into which the world will vanish. The streets, the grass, the stars, all will be rolled back. By whom, by what, and how, you don't know. All you know is, you're not joking around.
Learning cap for Inland Empire is a 6. Learning cap for Sheriffers is a 6. Wait, can I grab another point? Wait, my learning cap is already 6. But I think that's because of some kind of superstar? No. Oh, the other... Where did I get, Where did I get that from? There's only a single communist left in the city, and once you find them, you immediately start infighting. Yeah, that makes sense. Handful of thoughts. Yeah, but we can replace some stuff. Like, I don't think I really do much with this one. I kind of just picked this because it sounded fun. But I don't think we do much with some kind of superstar. I don't know what else I would switch though. I kind of like all the other stuff. Well, we can see about these. I mean, this doesn't do much for me at all, honestly. Having a like my learning cap was already 6, so that doesn't do anything to me. Oh, the learning cap is the same as your stat here, I guess, right? After you play this and become Disco Stew. This does feel like a fun game to replay for sure. It also feels like a game you can min-max in, which is fun, which makes it fun for a replay too. Like if you really know what to do, and if you're like backseating a little bit, you can be like, okay, day one we're gonna go here, grab that thing, go there, get this thing, do this roll here, talk to that person, get this thing done. It's exactly like a game. Yeah, I love stuff like that.
Tequila sunset.
I found your jacket.
Ah, tequila. I knew you'd come through. That's fucking great, man.
I found a little more than I bargained for.
What's that supposed to mean?
There's a dead body nearby.
What's that got to do with my jacket?
A pretty freaky coincidence.
What do I care about some local stiff? You gonna give me the jacket or no?
Fine, take the stupid thing, give him the jacket.
Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this?
English compound words are so stupid. Compound words are like it's like the God, why am I blanking so hard on the description of compound words? Compound words are like when you call skyscraper. Yeah, okay, thank you. I was trying to like describe it in English because I know what it is in Norwegian, but I was like, what is a good English compound word? Because Norway has a lot of compound words. It's like pathologic and bodfond. Well, but pathologic doesn't have a lot of, like, pathologic doesn't have a lot of like options though. But I get what you mean. Look, I may have just seen an omen of my impending death. I don't care about the jacket.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards. Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to...
Underneath the accumulated filth, the jacket itself appears to be stain resistant.
Skyscraper narrator.
On the table, you see a...
Maybe I can wash it in the water.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Likewise, illosallas in a compound word, but illosallas not. I have no idea what that means. I found the jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
It's upside down and it's up and down. Okay, This windbreaker is like a protective cocoon, placing the wearer's torso in a pocket universe where wind, water, dirt, and fire cannot harm them. The huge writing, 100% synthetic, is proudly displayed on the chest. It lets absolutely no air through. Warning, this item is not actually fireproof. I mean, I'll go give it back to him. I don't really care about that. Oh, I need to call the precinct to say I marked that case. I forgot about that. Here's your jacket, fresh wash.
My jacket?
Yeah, the one you had me clean the seagull shit off of.
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Rosemary, what the fuck is Tequila talking about?
Aye, that's the jacket you stole 2 weeks ago. From the kid who was making it with his gal on the beach.
That's disgusting. I've never done anything like that in my life. You're both delusional. Found. That's medium concept stuff.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys, business, friends, and girlfriend. I'm calling it. It's neurological.
I went through some dark shit to get this for you. Take the fucking jacket.
You know what? Fine. Maybe I can pawn it for some booze.
Aye, good thinking.
What's in a name?
Bliss of Disguise, I'm wondering. The question then turns back to you. Mentioned compounding in Finnish is the double vowels. If you coin a compound using two words that would create a double, you have to include a hyphen. Laha-aika, gifting plus time. Huh. I don't think we do that in Norwegian. It's so dumb, like, just compound like a normal language. Yeah, oh yeah, like that. I don't remember any hyphens in any, like, Norwegian words.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call Abigail!
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George, but around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual, a founder/junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
Wait, on second thought, I've heard enough.
So you...
The legend!
Abigail!
Don't call Abigail! Don't call...
Like the Japanese Bioin versus Bayuin. Written, okay. The only difference is the size of the yo. Yo! Oh, yeah, I see. Interesting. I see what you're saying there. I shouldn't do too much exploration without I came here. I just want to find the spot on the beach, actually, so I'll just run up here. I might have sent Kim out too early. I was just worried about Kim going like, "Hey, it's too late to take the body. We have to do it tomorrow." It's one of the silly rules Finnish has that I'm sure exists only to give it morphology a fair legitimacy. Like, the original alphabetizers were using German and French as a guide when correcting the grammar and want to have to look more complex. Linz can probably answer this, but like, do languages usually formed by like a select individuals that kind of decide how it should work, or is it usually just like formed over time by a bunch of people? Introduce the whole machine. Like for for your question with the compound words, like why one is one way and one the other, is it because there are no actual concrete rules for how it's supposed to be, and you can kind of just do whatever? Written language for sure is dictated by a bunch of elitists. Okay, interesting. This barrel has been recently discarded. It smells of fuel oil. The building before you housed the engine. Must have been a big one. The chain trails off into the ocean. Who knows where? Oh, the ocean.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
What is this thing anyway?
The concrete structure looks military in origin. Over half a century old at least, but sturdily built.
Okay, this is... I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do that, but I guess good to remember that it exists. Not sure it's organic, but they are codified by singular people. The shirt looks worn and smells a bit. You can't help but wonder who would leave it stuffed in a tar container. What kind of man would ever wear a polo shirt? This might be one of the life's mysteries that will never be solved. Plus one rhetoric, what's polo anyway? Minus one empathy. No, really, what the hell is polo? Well, it's impossible, yeah. I'll come back to it later. It's a red check, so... Like in Finnish, the compound verb alkatedda, to begin to do, used to only be allowed to be written as alkatedda, but because a bunch of people say alkatekaman, They allowed that form too, so now both of them are correct. Okay, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Obviously, languages evolve over time. The boardwalk rises to your south. It casts a long shadow over you. It's like how it's like how I can say Ohio Riss, and you're like, oh yeah, that's those are real words. Someone's made a campfire here a long time ago. A rusted, broken control box for radio relay tower. The ladders too rusted to climb. The Sierra's eaten away at it. Yoink. Find inlets there, off in the far distance, where the post trail towards. Ugh. Tekken Man, Tekken-san, Skibidi, yeah, exactly. You know. In a few years, you'll be reading like a book. It's gonna be like a fantasy book, right? In like a decade or two, you're gonna be reading a really good fantasy book, and some guy's gonna like trip, and it's gonna be like Skibidi toilet. And you'll be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I get why I said Skibidi toilet there. This light springtime scarf smells like men's cologne mixed with cheap laundry detergent. Someone must have left it behind, probably from a date. Wear it if you want to delude yourself that spring has arrived. Plus shivers, springtime cold, -2 physical instrument, allergies. Just imagine like if Wheel of Time was written in 2050, and it's like Rand always thought that Matt had so much skibidi riss.
Hello again.
I don't know if I'm too early, but a lot of the dudes here haven't gone to sleep or whatever yet. I thought 9 o'clock is when everyone like started disappearing. Yeah, these guys are gone. I'm playing Entoria. It's like a Italian team version of Lies of P. Entoria. Oh, right. I've seen this. Are you having a good time? Having a good time. Okay, let's look over our tasks. I'm not doing the race enigma because I don't want to be racist. Oh man, I should. I want Kim to be there when I sing karaoke, so I'm not doing that tonight. Warlane, no one else for the leads. Find a way to see what's hidden there. The host. Oh yeah, I don't know how to get in there. I gotta keep finding that person. I don't know about the tattoos. I'm waiting for this still. I don't know where Mortel is yet. I don't know who to put the trash in. Oh yeah, I should go see the smoker. I can do that by myself. Tell you. Oh, she cheated me, right? She didn't even want to tell me what the bad shot. Find the latest driver is glorious. I'm stuck in this one. Prove your authority. I haven't done that. Find old arm pieces. Add even more beauty to the wall. I need to recheck for this. Find the murder weapon. Locate a working firearm that shoots 4.46 ammo. Take stuffed bird to guard. Oh yeah, I gotta speak to guard about the bird. First, wait for it. Hold on to the spiritual signal. That's easy. Call the station about the dead body. Call the general. Probably have reference information from the library's cards owner. Oh yeah, let's go call the library. Yo, what's up, Christopher? I gotta call the library, which I could probably do over there. I've explored the coast now, so hopefully I can talk to her and go on a date. Everything else runs on cooldown though. Mechanically, I have not played the base game yet, so... Oh, when is Last Big DLC coming out? I haven't played the base game yet, so might as well wait for that, right? Yeah. Pretty mechanical packs, but also obviously the team's first game. Lots of difficulty spikes and weird design choices, but tons of ambition too. Yeah, that's cool. Well, it's cool when they're making some like clear progress towards something. Should I pick a point in authority again, just so I can attempt to get the Hardy Boys to like me? Do I have a point? I don't. I'm almost there though. It was this. This game in YouTube, you and Quick Lunch, nice. Have you got to try the pumps yet, or see if they do anything? Or has the water been working fine since we got on? Servers restarting right now. Okay, nice. Yeah, I guess then you can see if the you can just turn everything off and on and see if it like did anything. That's been fine since I got on. Yeah, but that's been a restart. I think it happens every time that the server restarts. Everything?
The shine on these sunglasses. You keep coming.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
This seems like these seem pretty good for a Half-Life check. It's just I feel like Half-Life is usually a check that you say the economy. What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
Gotta stop there from manually fixing instantly if he's still on. He was on when I was on last night, so we're Italian to an almost mimetic extent. Most of the consumables are some kind of food, like say Miracle Pesto boosts your stamina, and one of the damage types is basically drunkenness. Was it made by Italian people, or this doesn't make any sense? Why exactly does the economy need saving?
Look around, officer. You see all these premium goods just sitting there, not getting bought? We've got to keep the flow of goods moving.
He was on an hour ago doing teas. What the hell? Have you guys planted more berries? I used like all the berries yesterday.
Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children?
Christopher, we figured out that for the healing teas, not the ones you drink to heal yourself. We don't make the pure versions. We're just gonna make the advanced versions because we get way more of them and they function basically the same. And then we have to make less of them across the entire wipe, which is gonna be nice. Because they kind of work like bread does. Marta, they're figured it out. They're very, very clever. You're right. We gotta save mother economy. This economy is really just a distraction from the cultural issues, you know, immigrants and. I don't have any children, I think.
Too bad, officer. Kids make it all worthwhile. Without kids, who's going to be around to enjoy the economy?
Dude,
Don't let me stop you. Open the box and browse a little. You won't regret.
I think doing a what's the guy? Is the guy's name Musclehead? What's the guy's name again? The dude on the bridge. Meathead? Muscleface? I thought I'd check with them in there, but I guess I don't. I think doing our full physicality racist build would be really fun in this game. Even more fun than just being a racist in general. The hard bread nerf was so bad. Yeah, but we can kind of do the same thing with the healing teeth if you just don't make pure versions of them.
You see rows of
Measure
toy
head, yeah,
soldiers
Measure head is what
guarding
I'm talking
the rest
about,
of
yeah.
the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback.
Yeah, it was Measure head I was talking about.
A typical